What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new Civilization 5 AI only battle. We're on the world map again. We've got a few mods. Very interesting concept starting today. We've got the teams concept in. There's teams in this game. There's 4 teams of 10 civs. There's 40 civs in total. It's been very... I made it balanced. I was planning to do it not balanced and just random with the 40 of the base game civs, and then just get rid of 3, Venice, Polynesia, and 1 of the UK civs, either England or the Celts. But I decided we may as well just go straight into doing the more balanced one, because I think that would be better and more entertaining. So I know Drew Durnell has done one with teams before, but his was more focused towards like lots of teams with just a few civs in. This is not many teams, lots of civs. So obviously if you don't know what teams does, the biggest thing is, I mean, they can see each other, they can share, I think, progress towards technologies. I'm not an expert, pretty sure it's like that. But more importantly, they can, when they declare war, the whole team declares war on the whole other team. So say Poland declares war on Germany, or vice versa, because that's obviously more likely, historically, of course. Then all of Germany's team will be at war with all of Poland's team, and because this is a world map, it's all balanced. That would basically put the world into a world war, because there'll be civs on every continent fighting. So there's 4 teams, 10 civs. Every civ, basically I split all the civs into categories. So there was South America, where there was 4 civs. There was North America, where there's 8 civs. Then there's Islands, which is a bit of a random category to fit in some of the more random civs, which is just 4 civs. Africa then is another 8 civs. Asia is 8 civs, and Europe was another 8 civs. So each team and it was all randomly selected, but it's all been done to make it quite balanced as well. So it was sort of randomly selected through these smaller groups. So each team, so there's 4 civs in South America, and each team has got 1 civ from South America. So I'm going to go over each team. You're picking a team to win. It's going to be hard to show all the teams. It's going to be very hard to keep track of what's going on, and it's going to also be kind of hard, I think, at the end to pick a winner, but we'll figure it out when we get there. I'll leave in the comments down below the lists of each team, but we'll go for each team. So team 1 consists of Chile from the South America section. They have the Mayans and the Iroquois in the North America section. And also, quickly before I get too into this, we're going on the second biggest Earth map, because I realised why Canada never worked for me. They don't work with the map with the giant Europe. So Europe's a bit small, but like I said, because it's teams, hopefully they won't be too disadvantaged by being in a smaller continent. But yeah, we're on the middle map, the same one I used for the last battle. In the islands section, team 1 got Australia. I'll explain the islands section a little bit more, how it all works in a second. But Morocco and Ethiopia in Africa then. So these guys will be on a team. Any wars that break out involving team 1, you'll see Ethiopia and Morocco on the same side. China and Arabia, bit of a random selection. Arabia will probably be helpful in Africa. China out here a bit on their own. And then you'll obviously be seeing all the other civs that are here as well as I click around. And team 1 has also got France in Europe, and they've got Russia, which could be a big one, because there is a monstrous amount of space between Mongolia and Russia. That could be the big points. Consider those teams. Team 1. That is, if you're interested in thinking team 1 could win, let me know. Now in the comments section, of course. Team 2, it's a bit random. I say it's a bit random. It's random how a lot of fan favourites, a lot of good civs, or civs that have done well before, came out together. But Argentina from the South American group is in team 2. In North America is Texas and Canada. Two real fan favourites, I feel. In the island section, they've got the United Kingdom. And then they've also got the Zulu in South America. Again, like Russia, one to watch out for, as long as the Congo don't kill them off. And they also got Songhai, who are my favourite civ in Africa as well. And then in Asia, they got Assyria and Korea. Again, it's a bit spread out, so I'm not sure how that will play out for them. And then in Europe, they've got Germany and Greece, and obviously they've also got the UK. On to team 3, they got Brazil in South America. They got the Shoshone and the Chinook, which again, they're right next to each other. That could be a good teamwork be seen there. They got Kimberley in Northern Australia. Then in Africa, from the island section again, Egypt and Carthage, so sort of North Africa, could be a good strong region for team 3. They got Mongolia and they got Persia. So Persia here could be interesting to see how they play out. And they also got Mongolia up here, who again, like Russia, A lot of space. We'll see how that plays out. I'm saying there's going to be some small nations in Europe, and in Asia there is going to be some absolute monstrously big nations, because there's just so much space on this map. It is crazy. And then in Europe they got Poland, who again have got a bit of space. You have to take out Russia early on. But again, taking people out is going to be tough, because you're going to have to call in every other civ on your team to a war with every other civ on your team. And it's going to be the teams that win, not civs that win. I want to point that out. It'll be the winning team. I'll get the points like I normally do and probably add them together. And they also got Spain, who are almost out of space already. But like I said, Europe will be separate, I'm sure. They'll be protected by their big friends in the team. Finally, Team 4 got the Inca in South America, the USA and the Sioux. The Sioux usually do very well. The USA usually suck. Something will happen. They can probably fight off Texas together, though, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Japan in the island section. And then they got Congo and Nigeria. That is an interesting region, because obviously Congo, they're quite close. Will they work together? So you don't always want to be too close, because then you're just eating up each other's space. India and the Champa, again, those two could team up and form quite a strong region in Southeast Asia. Finally, in Europe, they got the Ottomans and Rome. The Ottomans aren't really in Europe. For some reason, they spawned over here. Not really in Turkey, but whatever. And they got Rome. But the island section, I really want to go into a bit more. I know there's 2 in Australia, which seems a bit unfair because there's a lot of space here. But the other 2 teams, they get an extra civ basically in Asia and Europe respectively. So I think that should play out fairly. Plenty of teams. It is going to be one heck of a mess. Other things that are on, there's no more complete kills. It did work. I didn't trust you guys, but it did work. I tried it. No city raising, no barbarians, no ancient ruins, quick combat, quick movement. We're on immortal difficulty as per usual. Map size is huge. I put on all the victory types because last time I feel like it messed with it a little bit. Not fully. We'll see how it plays out. I'm spectating as Indonesia because why not? Aggressive and expansive is on. Faster plot expansion and health and plagues. Info addict is obviously another one. If you're interested, yet not another Earth map pack. And the DLL 43 civs, you can obviously check out the there's a tutorial on my channel if you're new here and you don't know how to set up one of these games. And let's get straight into the early stuff, the good stuff. Let's see how this goes. Like I said, teams is going to be interesting to see when the first war is declared, because obviously everyone's going to go war. There could be a point where all 4 teams are at war with each other, which means every civ is at war with every other civ except the ones on their team. Also important to note, I'm 99.9% sure you cannot declare war on a civ in your team. So, say Nigeria and Congo are pretty close. I don't think we'll see them at war with each other. I'm pretty sure that can't happen. So it'll be interesting. But the world's going to be a mess. And if civs do die, they lose all their cities. Their units won't be wandering around. So I know you guys are happy. And I did want to use the larger Europe map, but I knew that you guys would go crazy if I only gave you the briefest cameo ever with Canada. I finally got them for you, and then they died. So I'm not gonna get rid of them just yet. But yeah, they didn't work with the other mod. I don't know why. I guess it was because North America was smaller, and the Iroquois may have just confused them. But whatever it was, that's what it was. Big regions of the world that are empty is the space between Zulu and the Congo. There is the space south of India. Yeah, I guess you can say that. There's Indonesia as well. It's not too big, but it's there. There's all the space between Russia, Mongolia. Northern Canada is always empty pretty early on. There's quite a lot of space actually, because there's no California, no Buccaneers that have been moved. So we'll see how that plays out. And yeah, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're back down to 25-minute videos because I'm going to be back at school very, very soon. So I wanted to reduce the workload just a little bit from the half-an-hour videos. But yeah, it's still going to be great. It means, you know, it means there's going to be a few more episodes if that's a positive way of looking at it. First Pantheon, Ethiopia with a stone circle. That is not the one they usually go for, is it? They normally go for the one that allows them to protect themselves easily. So I don't know why they've had to change it up. Maybe today they don't feel. Maybe they don't feel like this game they're going to need to be defending themselves a lot. Bold move if that is the case. It doesn't seem like there's any second cities just yet. I mean, it's only been 10 turns. Unless someone went for a settler straight away. Which is the sort of thing it's probably the sort of thing the Huns would do. But they're not here. Maybe they should have been. Hindsight, hey? Because this region is pretty packed too. The Middle East. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm sure it'll be fine. As long as Assyria may be screwed. But other than that, I'm sure everyone will be fine. I got rid of the Aztecs to give the mines a bit more room. And Texas as well. Got rid of California because then the Chinook can come down here, hopefully. Hopefully it'll all be nice and balanced. And who knows, with the Sioux's help, maybe even America could have a good game. Imagine that. Now I would say, don't make your pick until the end of this video. Because a lot of things can happen in one video. I mean, when 10 civs will be declaring war on 10 civs at once. That's all you need to know. But that's probably not going to happen. I think it's going to take longer to get a war going than usual. We may not see any wars. I haven't tested this at all. It may be a very peaceful time. Also, these... No, I was going to say, are they going in team order? But they're not. They're just going in a random order for the first time ever. It's completely random. There's no teams. Yeah, they're not going in team order because Chile and Argentina went exactly at the same time. It's just random, I think. It's going too fast to tell anyway, but... No signs. We're just watching for a second city. Any brief notifications that pop up on the side of the screen? There hasn't been any. Other than that, Ethiopian Pantheon. Let's see. There's already a trade route from the Sioux going to the Iroquois. That's interesting. Is that inter-team? Yeah, that is trading between... I've got a list here of all the teams. Between Team 4 and Team 1. That's interesting that the Sioux are not trading with America when they're on the same team. But America haven't started trading yet. They have got that caravan, though, ready to start. I think Team 2 is Team 1 could do well if they're kind of dependent on Russia and maybe China having good games, I think. And maybe one of the African civs, Morocco or Ethiopia. How is this? India have got a pantheon. So India and Ethiopia, are you on the same teams or are different teams going to have strong religions? I can't tell. I should probably not spend too much time looking at this list and not the screen, or I might miss a war and then be very confused. So Team 2 have got a lot of fan favourites and also the Zulu. Russia are very strong on Team 1. Alright, they're likely... They're one of the better civs. If there was betting or odds, it would be them. Mongolia again, Team 3. Probably quite strong. Team 4 is a bit of a mixed bag. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I think the whole team thing may play into friendships, it seems. That was a lot of friendships all declared at once. Oh no, maybe not. Korea has now got a pantheon. No second cities just yet. I'm just keeping an eye. So this is not England. I know it looks like them. It is the Great Britain mod. Again, as I usually like to use. There's no Scandinavian civs either. Hopefully that won't have too much of an impact. But sorry Scandinavians. I know there's a few Swedish people in particular. Maybe there's some more. I know there's quite a lot of Dutch people that watch my channel. Maybe I should have got rid of France for Holland. My bad. Still no signs there. Poland do have a settler. That's why I'm just sort of hovering over Poland. Okay, Russia. Yeah, we're going to start seeing some settling now. Nigeria. How did you get up there so quickly? There we go. Arabia settling. The southern part of the Arabian Peninsula. Egypt are building a road for some reason. Don't know why or where to either. They're building a road to Carthage. Oh, maybe that... Actually, I can... Yeah, the AI's probably... I think I remember this. They might build roads to their friends. I'm pretty sure we're going to see that, which would be pretty cool to see. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but that would be pretty cool to see. Looks like Carthage and Egypt are already trying to build a road towards each other, which would be pretty cool to see. There we go. The Ottomans have got a settler up. No one else has settled a second city. This is... Lots of people have got settlers, but they're all looking around, doing a bit of window shopping for the best place. Poland are heading east. That's good. Germany... Please do not mess up. Like, I've given you one last chance. But America as well. You're on last chance saloon here. America are going to be guided through by the Sioux. Greece. I feel bad for Alexander. He's got to pull Germany through, basically. Although, is that the team? Yeah, that is the team with the UK in it. So Germany do get the UK on their side. Bit of a extra hand. There we go. Russia actually settling south with St. Petersburg, which is obviously actually up here. Which could leave a big amount of space up sort of northeast for Poland. Although they are settling closer than I was expecting. India already heading south there with Mumbai. China with Shanghai. I'm not going to remember the teams. Like, that's not going to happen. When wars break out, we'll look at the teams more specifically. What's going to be going down. But China already moving west. Korea have got a settler up. Already basically got North and South Korea. Mongolia have got a settler as well. The Ottomans pushing west. There's not going to be a Constantinople city, in Rome could already cut off Greece and Germany, and that could hurt that team. That could hurt that team quite a bit. France, Spain, both more focused, it seems, on militaries. France and Russia on a side, I remember that. Poland, Spain, Rome, Ottomans. Yeah, I can remember Europe. I should be able to remember it. It'll get into my head, but I won't be able to remember like the whole team. I have no idea which, but I can remember the pairings in each continent, if that makes sense. Almost. Canada and Texas, that's an interesting one. Texas with a settler. There's not been much settling in the Americas. No one's got 2 cities just yet, so that's kind of weird. And also the Zulu. Obviously, they're very isolated, but they're already building a road up towards their teammate. Who is the Zulu's teammate? Like, the Zulu are good enough on their own, let alone having the Songhai as a teammate. That is pretty overpowered. But anything else? Any more settling? Doesn't look like it. Rome, obviously, we saw. Is Morocco? No, it just looks like Morocco did. Their borders just grew a little bit. Funny border growth. I think we're going to see some settling in the Americas in a minute. Let's just check Australia. Kimberley and Australia. Australia have 2 settlers. Wow. If one of these 2 can come out on top nice and early, that team is going to get a big benefit once they start to get into the sea in helping the Asian parts of the team. So that will be interesting. Nothing's going on. None of these guys. Texas settler hasn't left Austin just yet. The Sioux settler hasn't left. Okay, Canada got a lot of settlers. America, you better not mess up. You better not mess up. I'm giving you a chance. I'm not rooting for anybody specifically. I never put biased in, even though I do root for a team. And I have to pick one as well, just like you guys do. But this, like the first time, I got no idea who's going to do well. Like, normally I have an idea and I go for a wacky pick. Like, the Buccaneers weren't my first choice last campaign. Like, I wasn't sitting there knowing the Buccaneers. I didn't think the Buccaneers would win, but I thought, hey, let's go for them. They're pirates. Who wouldn't? But normally you can tell. But because this is just so random, I have no idea. And like I say, I can remember. I'm pretty sure I can get who's on whose team, like who's teamed up within the continent. But I can't remember who's teamed up, like across the. I don't know which African civs are on the Incans team. There's no way I'm ever going to remember that. But once the wars break out, we'll start to look in depth a little bit more at who's on each team. Still, none of the civs in the Americas have settled. Wow, or Africa, in all fairness. Very random start. I don't think they have team happiness, so I don't think they should be held back by that. They could be. That'd be a surprise, though. I highly doubt they are. And that would suck if they were. The Ottomans heading north for a 3rd city in Ukraine. That will be Russia's one day. Germany didn't seem like they found a spot, so they're just building an army. Let's see how that goes. Throwing a bit of a tantrum. Britain have got a settler up, and still nothing in the Americas. Good job, guys. Africa, Morocco finally settling to the east, the city of Rabat. Who's on Morocco's team? You are on a team with Ethiopia. That's an interesting mix. We'll see how they go. Congo, Nigeria, Songhai, Zulu, Egypt, Carthage. Yep. Carthage and Egypt already building a road to each other along North Africa, which also looks awesome. I'm just going to be honest. This road looks very cool. Credit to the civs. I'm proud of you. That's a cool thing that AI's done. Into civ roads. Let's see if there's any... India and Champa might be building... Oh, no, the Champa already heading towards India. I'll be interested to see how they play out, because they're on a team, so they've obviously got to share their land. So we'll see how that goes. Australia haven't settled with either of those settlers. Pretty sure there's not team happiness. Let's just check. If they've all got the same as their team members, that would be kind of awkward. Nope, everyone's got their own... Oh, wait. I don't know. But... I have no idea, but they all seem to be... No, there's no way they're team-based happiness. They're fine. Whatever I was worried about isn't the case. But something weird was going on. They are all really happy. I guess it's the difficulty. There we go. Ankara was settled. North of the Black Sea. Europe's almost full already. And the African civs haven't even started settling yet. Just how it plays out. The Champa with the city of Vijaya here, quite far away. And we have the first outbreak. And I have no idea where it is, because auto-end turn. You went too fast. There's lots of pantheons. I'm ignoring them at the moment. There's lots of settlers in Africa, just nobody's settling. Same goes for Americas. No one wants to settle. I'm not sure why. I mean, we discover things in these AI only battles. Maybe it's going to be the worst battle yet. Who knows? I hope not. But I'm sure it won't be. I mean, there's a lot of victory types on, so they're not going to be as aggressive as normal early on. That's probably what we're seeing in the rest of the world. In Europe, it's a little different. Everywhere's already full. I mean, Spain, France, and Germany didn't even get a second city, so it's going to be quite tough. Also, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is sort of a team way of doing it. But there we go, Greece with the Great Library. That is going to help probably the whole team. Team 2 going to do well with that one. I am pretty sure Team 2 is going to be my choice. They are pretty strong. They got Canada, Texas, Argentina, and the Zulu. They've got the UK as well. So I've got and my favourite Civ, the Songhai. So I've got to support them. And I mean, who else have they got? They've got Korea as well. Like, you can't count out Korea. They're pretty strong, even though they haven't done anything yet. The Zulu? No. Well, they do have the Zulu, but Assyria, they might do okay. That's the whole team. Oh, and Greece and Germany as well. Greece and Germany may drag them down a little bit if they don't do too well. But we'll see how it goes. See, Poland with a third settler, yes. So they're definitely not... It's just... Yeah, I think it's just more aggressive in Europe at the moment because it's smaller. We will see the rest of the world slowly join in. Hopefully. I think the other civs are just more focused on other stuff. Hopefully. I mean, aggressive and expansive's on, so the fact they're not settling is kind of alarming. But they're focused on building roads. You know, the Zulu are going to build a road all the way to the Songhai, apparently. You can see the Congo and Nigeria have already got one. I mean, they're not necessarily trading with their teammates, but I guess that's because distance. Ethiopia with Eastern Orthodox, no surprises there. Nice and original from Ethiopia. Let's go down their normal route. Anything else? Mongolia are still pretty chill. They're pretty happy. They did have a settler. It's still here. Hopefully they will go settle. So there is a lot of units up here. What is going on? Germany, if you can get your units into Scandinavia, that'd be a good option for you. Poland are not settling just yet. Greece are kind of stuck, which isn't good. France as well, they're not really... There's probably space for... There's got to be space for one more city here between France and Spain, surely. And if Rome get it, that would be quite annoying. Spain, don't think you're going to build a road from Spain to Poland. Spain, don't think that is going to... That's going to work out for you. Let's see. Oh, there we go. The Congo, forward settling Ethiopia. No surprises there, Congo. Zulu, it's time to do your thing. You need to start settling. The Congo are already on the move. What are you doing? What the heck is going on? Why? Canada, you can't just hoard settlers. You are going to die eventually. Come on. America, you need to be settling, or you're going to die. That's what always happens. Texas as well, you. Sioux. What are you doing? You're normally smart. What are the Chinook doing? Just out of it. Also, the Chinook can already get to Mongolia. That is pretty interesting. But Chinook are heading for Alaska instead of California. I don't know why, but they can do what they want, I guess. Oh, Poland settled the city of Lodz, and they've got another settler, so they're probably going to beat Germany. Although Germany have got a settler on their way, and so do Britain. That'll be interesting. There's a bit of a race for Scandinavia, not quite a scramble for Africa, for Europe. That'll be a bit of a push this series. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. These Europeans have definitely got to be pushing their teams, saying, come on guys, let's have a war here. And obviously, I don't know whether they have to get the team's agreement or what. I don't know how it works, or whether you just declare war and that drags in the rest of the team. So whether having a Kim Jong-un on your team would be bad. Persia, who just forces you into... Well, Persia, why are you over there? What are you doing? There's all this good land, good resources. I mean, this is a desert, but still. What are you doing? Why are you over there? And anything else? Poland, Germany are going to go for Northern Britain, and Britain are going to go for Scandinavia. Why? You're on the same team, guys, which is all cool, but it doesn't help you individually to do that at all. We are seeing some random settling. The Songhai, if they go for that island over there, they are no longer my favourite civ. They will be replaced by the Netherlands. Because they're not in AO. They're never in the AO only battles, so they can't disappoint me. Arabia with the Temple of Artemis, they're doing their bit for the team. That is Team 1 benefiting from that. Assyria about to... Oh my god, if they settled the Suez Canal. I think they're already trying to settle along the north coast of Africa to piggyback off Egypt's road. Which is pretty funny. But, are you guys not going to settle? Okay, Brazil look like they're about... There is some random settling going on. I guess it's because they can see where their teammates are. So they're thinking about settling near them, I guess. Gandhi's completed Stonehenge. Britain did settle Birmingham in Scandinavia. And Germany are going to settle Scotland. Bit random, but whatever. The AI can do what it wants, I guess. This could be a weird campaign. What is it with the AI and embarking its units? Greece are already trying to colonise the New World. Songhai going after islands off of Spain and Africa. What is going on? Are the North Americans... Texas... Canada is going for Britain. Why didn't you do this in the reverse colonisation game when Britain was empty, Canada? Anyway, on the end of this bizarre sort of turn of events, I'm going to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, and maybe even subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.